It's officially day 5 of my hotel quarantine. So halfway there. So what do I look forward to this day? Well, pretty much the same. So I woke up at around 4 a.m. ish today. So I'd rather not waste time. And I jump into my computer and start studying again, trying to finish the different modules that I have for class. So at 7 o'clock, so right now it's 6:33. At 7 o'clock, I would have to attend one class. So it's my final class for it's the final week for my business ethics class as part of my MBA, and then it will likely be the entire day would be uneventful. I should better start preparing for my accounting finals. So my accounting final exam is due next Tuesday. So dapat mag-aral na rin ako for that, better prepare. And then, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy that it's already day 5. Parang lumilipad lang yung time just essentially flies. So, catch up with you later. So, it's 12:05. So, on the dot, dumating yung food doon sa room. So, for lunch, I chose to have Filipino. So, tinanat ko yung nandito. So, may soup. As I understand kahapon, this is suyam na mais. So, I like it. And then, tinupad na nila yung request ko. So, half rice. Kasi masyado nga sila, sobrang sila magkaded. So, for now, I got half rice. And then I forgot what this is. I'm not sure if this is pork hamba. Pero, pork ba to or beef? I actually forgot to in order ko hapon. Pero, I think this is good. So, ayan. So, sa wakas, kahit paano babawasan yung carbs. And this looks like to be, yeah, ito siya. May sausage. So, ito yung lunch natin for now. So, gutom na ako. So, bon appetit ulit. So, another day is done. So, this is the end of day 5. So, pretty much uneventful again. So, nothing much interesting that happened today. So, it's just that I attended class and then I did some work during the day. And then now it's time for dinner. So, let's check it out. So, what did I get for dinner this time? So, I don't really remember what I ordered. If it's international or Filipino, but let's check it out. So, I just got this food pack at around 6:30 in the evening. So, as usual, it came with soup. So, and then, I remember. So, it's lechon manok, if I'm not mistaken. Because you have achara here and the lechon manok over here. And then, thank God, binawasan pa rin nila yung rice. So, it's now half rice. So, we now have half rice and a brownie. So, again, let's eat. And I'll catch up with you again later. So, today, one thing that I'm grateful for today is that at least di na ako ganun kapagod in the afternoon. So, adjusting to the local time, particularly when you're confined inside a room, katulad na yung quarantine, is particularly difficult for me. Kasi before, the way I cope with jet lag is that I spend time outdoors. So, if it's a work day, I will go to the office and spend my time there. So I'll go home mga 6 o'clock and I will fall asleep in the car. Hindi man ako yung drive. So don't worry about that. So, or if it's a weekend, I will probably spend it outside in the mall or somewhere basta hindi ako makatulog. But since this is quarantine and I'm not allowed to go outside, what I do right now is to make sure that my curtains are open para lang matrain yung mind ko na it's daytime, and then I wouldn't really have to I'm really fighting that urge to go to sleep. So it was a pretty interesting day rin. Tomorrow I will have a hearing. So if you have been following me, I have had an accident in February of 2020, and I decided to sue yung nakabangga sa akin. And from time to time, I do have hearings. Tomorrow would be a virtual hearing, so I will be able to attend it from here. And I have been also spending my time in the morning trying to arrange people who need to appear in that hearing. So hopefully tomorrow will go well. So for tonight, I just have to work on my accounting module, because tomorrow night is another lecture day for accounting. That's gonna be our last week for accounting. So I'll have to go through the module and then probably take a look at the upcoming assignment. Perhaps start to prepare for finals. Maraming kailangan gawin kasi next week finals na eh. So that's the end of the first 8 weeks of the fall semester. Then we'll have a 1 week break. Then we now go on to the second 8 weeks of the fall semester. So it would have been an interesting, so may final exam. So I know I'm comfortable with the topics, pero kailangan pa rin mag-review just in case. So earlier today, I actually asked people in my Instagram stories kung may mga tanong sila about spending time in quarantine. So I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. So ano ba yung nangyayari sa quarantine? How's the food? What do you do every day? That's why I am actually doing this. So I did receive some questions on it. And let's take a look kung ano ba tong mga questions that people have been asking. So one of my friends has asked me, how's hotel food? Or so si Ria at si Jerome has been asking, how's the hotel food and how would you rate the hotel food? So if you have been following my Instagram as well, so I have been posting food out there. It may not be plated as you would expect from a typical hotel. Of course, it's quarantine. They just leave your food outside. Pero masarap naman siya. In fairness, masarap naman yung food na sinaserve sa amin. So, malasa. I couldn't complain. Ang naging complaint ko lang, or naging feedback ko lang is, masyadong marami yung rice. So now, they're giving me half rice. Kung may rice kung may rice na kasama yung meal. Particularly yung Filipino na meal. So, I just felt that it's too heavy on carbs, pero at least nabawasan yung rice. If I were to rate it on a 5-point scale, I'll probably rate it 4.5 out of 5. It's not bad. It's not bad, I tell you. Medyo bad nga lang yung presentation because nga they have to use disposable stuff, but it is actually good. It's actually good. I'm pleasantly surprised. One of my friends also asked me, magkano ba yung quarantine? So, how much did you spend on quarantine? So, take note, I originally booked a deluxe room in this hotel. So, that deluxe room, actually, tinan nga natin. So, let me get that email para para may accurate tayo na basis. So, originally, I was supposed to check in a day before. Pero nag-move ako ng one day after because I was waiting for a package in the US. So, the rate that I got, is around 4,052.35 per night. So I have to stay for 9 nights, 10 days, 9 nights. And the first day starts on the day that you arrive. So kung dumating ka ng gabi from abroad, that counts as your first day. So unlike in other countries, your first day is usually the following day. Here, ang rules is that it's the day that you arrive. So that brings us, so including VAT, service charges, and the local tax, that brings us up to 43,200. It's not bad. So for 43,200, you will get a deluxe room. In my case, it seemed that they have upgraded me to a suite. The 43,200 includes 3 meals per day, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And what I have arranged upon arrival is that I also arranged for transport me from the from the airport to hotel. So that is an additional 2,000 pesos. So it's not bad kesa to be arriving in Manila. So yun yung mga questions na nakukuha ko so far. So how did I arrive at selecting this hotel over others? To be quite honest, there had been several hotels that I have in mind prior to this. So initially, I was planning to stay in Acacia in Muntinlupa, pero nag-fully book sila. I thought that it would be relatively easy because after this, I will spend the rest of my 4-day quarantine in my condo para hindi lang expose yung mga tao sa bahay agad. Alabang would have been a default choice. I found that this hotel's rates were quite reasonable compared to the other options. Medyo nangarap din ako mag-Conrad, pero again, Conrad is medyo mahal. So, cannot. Medyo sobrang luxury na yun. And I got lucky. I got lucky this time. So those are yung konting kwentuhan natin tonight. So up next, I'll have to, do some work, do some studying for accounting. And if I don't see you again, then good night. And see you again tomorrow.